Welcome to Proudly Said, bold voices and real stories. I'm John Highland, Scouse, queer, and still trying to make sense of it all. This space is for the stuff we don't always say out loud, but probably should. Let's get into it. I'm sure to start and I'm sure to end them, by the way, so we'll get into it. I've gone to the
go full mid 2000 YouTube. Hi guys.
I've gone to the habit now of this little bit of flappery before we start becomes the intro.
Yeah. And a flapper intro.
A little flapper
feels
intro.
like little Charleston, little
Don't.
little big band moment.
We'll be over there later doing stuff for social media in a minute.
Right, Jake, how's your Charleston? Can't see Jake, your stuff here. Your camera's there.
So I'm really excited for today's episode because I am with Liverpool burlesque cabaret royalty, the fabulous Millie Dollar. I've mentioned this a few times before we started recording, and she's like, "Shut up, shut up."
And as people keep calling me legendary before I go on stage these days, and I'm like, you just mean old.
I did something with
I'm stubborn and I refuse to quit.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I did something with an older drag queen years ago, and I called her a legend. She was like, "No, legends are dead. I'm alive."
Living legend.
That's what I said.
Fine.
That's exactly what I said. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I am loving your home.
Welcome
it's very
to
aesthetically pleasing.
My humble abode. If you can't tell from all of this, I actually trained to be an interior designer and then ended up stripping instead. So
how did that happen?
Childhood
That's one
trauma.
extreme to another. Childhood trauma. Isn't that why most people get into creative
That's why
things?
I did comedy as well. I just had so much trauma to give.
Let's just start straight there then, I suppose. Since you've opened the door, let's just walk straight in.
I've opened the trauma door.
The trauma door. You are very well known on the burlesque circuit and the cabaret circuit and every circuit.
I get around these circuits. Yeah.
You say it. As long as you're saying these words, then I'm happy because I'm not saying them and you can't have a go at me. How did you get into that world? Was you always wanting to be a performer, or was it something you went one way and fell into it? Do you know what I mean?
This is kind of a weird story, but I always remember, even as a teenager, 14, 15, in my room practicing my striptease moves. I was always just drawn to this particular style of performing. So performing was never really a goal of mine as a child. It was just the glamour of it, and then the taboo-ness, I guess, of it, because I had quite a religious upbringing.
I can see the this is going straight away.
Super religious.
Oh, wow.
So obviously at 14 in my room being bow, I was this is so exciting. Oh my God. And then when I got older, I was felt drawn back to it.
Okay.
So it was around, bye Jake. He didn't like that story.
He's like, I've heard it so many times.
I'm fed up with it. It was around 2005 when I was I think I want to start doing this on stage. I know that there's people doing it in America, and this is really interesting to me. And I grew up watching a lot of musicals and old films, and there was a few that were about burlesque dancers. One of Marilyn Monroe's first films, she played a burlesque performer. So it was something that I'd always aspired to.
I feel they were always called when they met old school showgirls.
Yeah.
That's what it references, isn't it? They're all showgirls.
Tired ass showgirl.
I didn't say it.
What?
You abuse yourself.
I'm just tired, but my ass is not quitting, so we'll keep going.
So you were drawn to it from this there's something about the glamour of all that.
Yeah, I mean, because my parents, although they were very religious, and I'm talking we moved to different countries when I was a child for them to go and spread the word of God.
Oh, wow.
When I refer to this as missionary stuff, they disagree, and I'm you had a calling from God. He told you to go to another country and spread the word. Sounds like a mission to me. But okay. So yeah, we were in Australia and New Zealand and Glasgow because they wanted to spread the word of God, but they didn't want to learn a second language. So,
Or rather, they speak their language, yeah.
but while they were doing all of this, while they were very much involved in that lifestyle, like my dad was a musician before then. He was in a band in the 80s.
Wow.
My mum did backing vocals in a band. They're both very
Very
involved in the
interesting.
arts. They're still quite involved in the arts now. So they introduced me to a lot of stuff
It's
about
your fault.
performing.
It's your fault.
But also were like, God? And I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take that
So,
part, but not that part.
Yeah.
So how did they take it then when you started doing it professionally?
Well, my mum actually found out because I had an ex who decided to text her when we'd had an argument, like,
love
I can't be with her anymore because she's a stripper. And my mum was like, no, what's going on? So she didn't find out in the best circumstances, but they have come to many of my shows. They've actually been really supportive. My dad gave me a CD that he burned back when we burned CDs still, which he titled "Music to Strip To."
No way, really?
Yeah. So that's
a journey, isn't it?
kind of supportive to a fault.
Okay.
Almost. Like my mum, she's even compared my shows when I had someone pull out last minute.
Wow.
Which, you know, because
Not what I expected.
she's a born performer herself. Which was lovely that she would step up and do that. However, she then decided to tell the story of how I was born and then introduced me on stage. It's not quite the sexy setup.
I was about to say, like, I'm about to come on and strip.
Yeah.
In a sexy way.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone's vision of being
everyone's
birthed.
like, she used to be a baby once. Anyway, here's her tits. So it's like, Mum, really
Don't do that.
picked your moment there.
She's like, I got it. You're trying to be cutesy because you're my mum, but not the time.
Yeah, she loves telling that story. So
that's to use the situation on stage. I'm going to use it now in front of an audience.
Yeah. All of these people are really desperate to see my child half naked. So I'm going to just shame them. Because that's what God would want.
That is quite a journey though, like, you know, from being a super religious that you wouldn't expect, like like literally being like the daughter of a preacher man,
but I think she's tried to become a preacher now, which, you know, I'm supportive of her. We support each other in our
endeavors,
very different endeavors.
At least you got to a point where it's like, okay, you do you're successful at it, you do you.
Yeah, I mean, like, because you probably know my mum. To be fair, everyone who knows my mum who's in like performance and such in Liverpool. So she used to be the creative director of Dada Fest.
Yeah, I do then.
Everyone knows my mum. Everyone knows her.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So that definitely. It's interesting when you say though, because it's something like runs in the family. Like when you started saying religious, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to go one way. But then you went, but they've also got a performing arts background, so it is literally a family thing.
Exactly. That's why it's like I've had such an interesting mismatch of a childhood. Because it's like I was really interested in these things that are quite rebellious, but then also very much involved in this thing that was like stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You know? So
did you put that into is that like an influence into some of your performances? There was a giggle there.
Which bit?
All of it. The journey.
I mean, very much not really using religious iconography in my acts. However,
it could be messages within.
It could, but I have been working like slowly for the past few years, and I'm like, maybe this is something I might follow.
Yeah.
Is a series of short stories about my childhood in missionary work. I'm calling it missionary because that's what my parents would prefer. To then obviously growing up to do what I do now. And I've already started writing a few bits and pieces, and I think I maybe will try and put something together.
Yeah.
And the title will be Missionary Position.
I love the double entendre.
I have a double entendre.
How would that work when you say like telling stories? Do you mean like through movements and stuff, or actual physical like?
No, like actual literary
Okay.
stories, like short stories, similar to like David Sedaris. It's kind of
Yes.
that kind of
Okay.
vibe. I love David Sedaris. Even though I've met him a couple of times and he's obsessed with my hands. He says they're tiny.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a few like where he's written in my book like I touched your tiny hands and things like this. And then last time I saw him, he gave me some of those little plastic miniature tiny hands, and I was like,
Some people just go like that with.
he's like, these are even smaller than your current ones. And I was like, thank you.
It's a bit creepy as well.
No, he's that's just how he is, isn't it?
Quirk.
Like, it's a bit
Quirky,
quirky
little
guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
It's a little
maybe
bit
I might become a writer.
Why not?
I can write.
From even like,
I
what
can read.
I can read. We're not Leah Michelle.
Surprise!
Yeah, don't just do this for a
Not
living 'cause I
Leah
can't do anything
Michelle.
else.
Oh my god.
Hey, I got some culture references in there. Like, I'm quite proud of
I
myself
understand this because I'm not that old.
Stop calling yourself old. Shut up.
I just turned 40 last
Well, you
year.
wouldn't think it. It's the bounce.
I have no idea how. Everyone like, how? And I'm like, I don't know. I smoked, I drank. I have no.
Oh, how do you mean? How do you not look it?
Yeah. I think it's all internal. There's an internal rot. And this is just the outer facade that hasn't quite cracked yet.
Interest. I don't. My brain was trying to find something there to be funny about something that's internal, like beauty on the outside, vile on the
It's
inside.
all like mold.
God help
Mold
when you
on the
pass.
inside,
Jeez.
but it's like a Victorian building, like this one that we're in right now.
Yeah, it's stunning,
The
but it's falling
exterior.
apart.
Yeah, it's falling apart. It's crumbling.
Have we just done an analogy
Mold.
compared to a Victorian cracking house? Oh my god! Turn that into a performance. Jeez.
Just come out dressed as a house.
Open doors.
Ooh, a little cheeky window. Hey, it could work.
It could work. Depends what you do with the house. But speaking on
Copyright.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying off camera before, some people have been interested about who we're going to talk about, who I'm going to talk to on Proudly Said. And I've mentioned yourself, and it's something I've been quite excited to do. And some of the younger ones have gone, who's that?
I know my place.
And I've explained. And to be
My
fair,
place was 2008. So
but when I've explained like who you are and like the senior, and they go, oh. But then I throw the whole the face of Liverpool Pride 2010.
yeah.
And I remember I was literally looking through photos recently, and there's the old poster was on an old me posing in front of a picture in Old Navy bar when it was good. And there's that 2010 poster of Pride because the theme was Rainbow Circus.
Yes.
Who else do we get as the face of it than burlesque royalty?
Well, this was only because I'm good friends with Matt Ford. So when he was like, I'm shooting for Pride, can you come in? But although there was 3 of us on that poster, we all shot separately,
and then it was put together.
then it superimposed together before AI, so it was very impressive. But yeah, so I came down. I had that costume. I still have it.
Yeah. That's not in the museum there as well.
That's not. I was like, do I offer this to the museum? Because I'm not using it.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Do you want this costume that I made myself? Don't look too closely at it because I'm not good at that stuff. But
or history.
Do you want it? Because I haven't actually seen it in the museum myself. I've just been told by people that it's there.
The poster.
But it's like I was saying off camera before, there's nothing that makes you feel older than some of your work being in a museum. I swear. But yeah, when I shot the poster, when it was all released, I got a message from the male model on that poster, and he was like, "Isn't it funny that we're both the on this Pride poster, but we're both straight? Do you want to get a coffee?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, why do you assume I'm straight?"
Yeah.
I did not reply. So I'm sorry if you are watching this.
You didn't even actually work with them. You shot separately.
I never met them.
Because you were tagged.
But
in the
I was
photo.
like, you made a hell of an assumption there, friend. Because it was like you assuming I'm single, straight, and interested.
Yeah. None of the above.
Nope. No, thank you.
Not one, definitely off the last one anyway. So that was just a question, just like, you're sick, you do this, it's your theme, come be on the poster.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Love
We used to do quite a lot of shoots back then before they moved to London.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did some crazy bits and pieces back in the day. It was
Back in the
when we
day.
were all young and in our 20s and had life ahead of us.
You still have a life ahead of you. You're only as young as you feel. Well, you said you feel rotten inside, so never mind.
Yes.
But Liverpool Pride, I think Liverpool Pride 2010 was something else, because like, you also performed that year on, because we had a cabaret stage when it was all
Yes, I
around
did,
Dale
yeah.
Street and exchange flags.
Yeah.
Is that something a bit different when you're doing the because it was obviously an outdoor stage in the middle of the day?
I've done a few like outdoor festival stages in my time. In my time. I say that because I did festival in 2007, I think, where the headliners were the Beastie Boys.
Oh wow!
All of them. That's how long ago that was. So yeah, I've done a few like outdoor daytime festivals, and
It doesn't phase you basically.
Pride is like it's fun, but you are aware there are children there, so you're obviously not going to be taking it to level 10. You'll be doing what we refer to in burlesque as the Boston version, which is like the cleaned up
The Boston version.
That's just because there was different laws in different states in burlesque back in the heyday. So the Boston version was like, you can't take your bra off, you can't wear G-strings. So when we clean up a burlesque act, we refer to it as the Boston version.
I've learnt.
Lessons.
I have learnt. Jesus.
Lessons
okay.
with me, Millie. No. But
you're trying to make this education thing happen. Listen to my stories.
I love history.
Especially your own.
Yes. There's so much of it. And I know it so well. But I did because I'm a deaf performer as well. Like I wear hearing aids on stage. I've done a few like deaf festivals in my time, and I did one down in Bristol. And so I think the fun thing with doing a performance for a deaf festival or a deaf event is that people will sign you questions while you're on stage. And you're like, I can't.
Because you can see it.
Yeah, but I'm like a little busy right now.
That's mad. Because obviously, you've got more of a chance of seeing inside than obviously not hearing. But even someone with, how do I say this without sounding politically correct?
It's much easier to heckle and sign.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, because someone's shouting, you can easily just not hear it or miss.
Yeah, the music. So
exactly. So oh my god.
Yeah,
I never thought about that. Why would I? But have you had some interesting heckles?
But not in burlesque. In comedy for sure.
Okay,
so,
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like I did hot water a while ago, and someone heckled "Get your tits out," and I was like, "Wrong show."
Do you think that was purposeful, or do you think it was just a knobhead?
No, they were just a
knobhead.
Yeah, they were in their 20s. They had no idea who I am, as we keep, mentioning. People have to be reminded. No, I'm kidding.
The youth, they do need reminded. They need educating.
Know your history.
Literally.
It's here.
Stop it.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Once I get a line of fire, I can't stop.
even if it's at yourself.
Yeah. Yes. I love some self-deprecating humour.
That does seem to be quite a lot of humour though, isn't it? Being self-deprecating. So I'm curious actually, because I didn't actually realise you were a deaf performer.
Yeah.
So is that something you were...
Got little ditty hearing aids right there.
Oh wow.
Which for fun thing about these is I have to stick them to the side of my head while I perform because I keep ripping them out otherwise.
Oh wow. So was you born like that? Was it something that developed over time?
I was born completely deaf when I was a baby. Obviously, I was born when I was a baby.
As we've heard, you want to tell the story?
But I had 3 operations to get my hearing. So I had grommets fitted between the ages of 18 months to 2.5.
Wow.
The first one being in England. 80s NHS under Thatcher wasn't great. So I was a little bit traumatized after that one. But by that time, I had the second and third operation. We were living in Sydney. So private healthcare, much better.
Up the Australians.
Yeah. Down with Thatcher, up with the Aussies.
Geez.
For many years, I kind of resisted getting the hearing aids, though. But now I'm like,
as you get
I'm
older.
aware. I'm getting. No, come on, that. It's fine when I do it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been wearing hearing aids properly full time for the past 10 years. I kind of resisted them for a while when because I should have had them from the age of 14. I was like,
No,
help. And now I'm like, oh yeah,
I kind of need them.
they help. Shit. So yeah, so I wear them on stage, taped to the side of my head, so I don't fling them, which
out.
has happened.
I was going to ask then, how does that enter into the performance world?
Well, there's been times where I have ripped them out, and this was back when I used to do my workshops full time. I had people in the audience who had heard me tell the story of how I always ripped them out.
So they were prepared.
So when I walked past and was just like, they knew exactly what it was. They were just like, yep, just
keep hold
of that, please. I need that back.
Wow.
So
has ever been part of like your performance process, or because you've had them in for 10 years now, it's like that's just part of the
that's
deal?
just part of the deal. Yeah,
Okay,
that's just what I need for being on stage. I think the weirdest thing I notice every time I get to a show is like I always forget about it until I'm at the show.
Yeah.
Is when there's the curtain call at the end.
Right.
And
okay.
I'm like, I need someone to tell me when my name's been said, because I can't see the stage. I can't see my name being said. I can't read the lips. I can't. So I'm always there like, someone just give me a little
tap.
tap when my name's said. But I did a show the other day where my name was called out last, so I just had to kind of stand there and be like,
count everyone. Now
they said something, I'll go out. So wow. So there's little things that people probably aren't that aware of.
Yeah,
but you learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, because I feel like there is an element of,
I just want some tea.
To a point where, like, whether it's conscious or subconscious element of ableism, like because people don't have similar circumstances, you just assume everyone else can. So something like, I actually can't hear when my name's being called.
Yeah.
Until you physically say it, and then are you actually the disabled person? And I'm sure, I don't know if you even like that title. So it could be help me, or if it's just you being a pain in the bum. Sometimes it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I do find weird when people only just realise that I have hearing aids when I've known them for years. Like there's been times where I'll be like packing something and someone will see me from behind with my hair up and go, I didn't even know you wore them. And it's like, yes,
for a long time.
I always have. Like, well, not always, but for a long time, I have. I think it's only the people that are closest to me who really get like how much I have to cater to my hearing.
Yes.
So I feel bad for my partner because anytime we're like, let's watch a movie, if there's no subtitles, can't do it.
Really?
Cannot do it. Just can't do it. So there's so many films.
So he's saying like subtitles, and you're just like, yeah, I'm watching the film.
Yeah, but if there's none on there, I'm just like, we need to find something else.
That's interesting. How, like, sitting here having a standard conversation, the assumption would be, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Sound frequencies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ableism, assumptions. Yeah, just asking the question.
Well, it's like when I'm watching a film, I'm looking this way because that's where my TV is. When I'm watching a film, I'm not even. I don't think I'm even like consciously going that's what the subtitle said. Yeah. But if they're not there, suddenly I'm like, I don't know what's being said.
That's interesting.
So it's like you just absorb that information.
Because I must admit, like, I don't mind the odd foreign film, but I've got to be.
Someone's smart.
I did film studies in sixth form, and from that point, I'm like, I'm a little film nerd.
So you love Delicatessen?
Never seen it.
What?
One of my favourites is Pan's Labyrinth.
Which one?
Pan's Labyrinth, Guillermo del Toro, Spanish. Because I'm a very Burton-esque type person. The hair's going that way at the minute. But it's in Spanish.
Yeah.
But I've got to be in the mindset of, I know I've got to focus on reading the subtitles.
Yes. It's like when you're tired and you're like, I can't watch this because I need to read.
Exactly. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm just conscious of time. There is something I do want to talk to you about is over. I feel like we keep coming back to this time thing. I don't mean it at all in the slightest. You're the one who made the running joke about it, not me.
This is the point where you're zooming the camera at me. Go on.
This is a reel. You have become, and these were your phrases before, and I actually quite liked it because when I've spoken to some people recently, it's like, no, absolutely. You've become a bit of a performance mum. to a lot
Yeah.
of performers in the city at the moment
Well,
and further
talking
afield.
about feeling old, because for years I had my workshops, so I was like the mother, the
Yeah.
burlesque mother, and then there was other people I was like the cabaret mother, and so on. And then I had the beautiful Daisy DeVal.
Yes.
She took over my classes when I had to stop doing them for a while, and then I became grandmother.
To her babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never thought about that, but that's true.
So I'd pop in to like have a drink with them after
Yeah.
a workshop or something, or come to the showcase. And one time she brought me on stage at the showcase, and it's like, this is the grandmother.
And they physically say it.
I probably.
That's hilarious.
But the students do call me the grandmother. Daisy calls me the grandmother, and I'm like,
Thanks, kids.
well,
Well, how does that feel though? In a way, not being called grandmother, just this passing on the torch, this teaching new people these performance skills, like, because I do see you as definitely in Liverpool that kind of royalty. I do, because as I say, like, I've been aware of you for at least over 16 years.
I've been going for 20, but okay.
Well, I was in 2010. I was 20, so.
No excuses
And I was a shit gay to begin with, to be fair. Yeah, so is that something that is like quite special to you? It's like, this was my thing, now I'm passing that on to new people, kind of thing.
I mean, I think that because even now it's like I had a performer who saw my show on Saturday, and they messaged me and they're like, I've just started doing burlesque, and I was like, I'll give you loads of advice. Like, let me, yeah. I was like, oh, look up these performers, because they're really interested in like the vintage aesthetic, and I'm like, I'm just always there for like, here's some advice that I can give.
You see the excitement as well.
And I think it's because like when I started performing, there wasn't that, like, I didn't know anyone else who did burlesque in the UK anyway. And like,
and even more
there
so
wasn't
outside
even
London
like,
and stuff.
there wasn't really workshops. There was very limited resources. I remember finding Jo Weldon. I don't know if you know it.
The name rings a bell.
Jo Boobs Weldon is, to give her full name. And she wrote a burlesque handbook, which at the time you had to buy and download the PDF to read, and it was just like a written book. And I'd read a lot of like cabaret history books and so on. But this is like before there was really YouTube. You know,
you're reading, you're not being able to watch.
So it was really hard to kind of imagine. You were having to just take it from the page and try and imagine and watch those old films and try and get an idea of like what to do.
So you basically just thought you're Marilyn Monroe constantly.
Yeah. Rita Hayworth, I think. Still got the hair. But yeah, so because I had to just learn everything myself, it means that I'm like, well, I know so much history stuff and specific stuff, and I'm always like willing to give out tips of read this book or look at this performer, or so I had to get a bit too excited to like,
here's all the knowledge.
Yes, I'm passing the knowledge on like a London taxi driver, but it's for burlesque rather than street locations.
And it's right, because I think I spoke to Shove Barbatol recently, and as soon as she was telling me about auditioning to perform in a venue recently, she just did not shut up about you. It's like she's amazing. She's amazing.
Been around forever is what I remember.
Oops. I'm going to send a little snippet of this. You gotta go out. But I think, as someone who's kind of starting out, I think that the night that we did that podcast recording was when she premiered her pole performance in Heaven. But she was looked up to you so much as a performer that she wants to aspire to be. Like, how does that feel though? If not a bit like, what, why, what?
I mean, I love Shove so much, and like, I love seeing that the journey that she's taking as a performer and finding her niche thing. And but I think that's the thing that excites me the most, is seeing how everyone takes this word burlesque so differently, rather than like having that identikit performers who are all wearing their little tiny top hats and the most, it's like, I love seeing the the level of creativity and identity everyone puts to burlesque.
It's interesting because I was saying this to someone recently. It's like I feel like I made a conscious decision that I wanted to speak to yourself, and I spoke to someone else about a burlesque. I went to go see a local cabaret, which included burlesque in Chester, and then next minute I went to Dita Von Teeser's tour in Manchester.
What night did you go?
The first night, the opening night.
I was there on the Tuesday, but it was like a burlesque night out.
Yeah.
So there was loads of us.
Well, it was interesting the night that we went, like all the women dolled up in like 1920s glamour. Like I'm like, I feel like I'm at a really posh Rocky Horror Show right now. Everyone's actually got dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
In that kind of way. But even like the performer she had on her tour, I know she has different performers she brings with her all the time, and there was one guy there who did, I really apologize, I can't remember your name, but he did belly dancing, and it was all, you know what, it was fabulous with his costume, it was waffing, but
it was beautiful.
But belly dancing classed as burlesque?
Well, burlesque used a lot of elements from belly dancing,
right?
So here's more history for you. Jake's like, ugh.
Here we go.
More history. I think it was the Chicago World Fair, in the early 20th century, and there was a belly dancer called Little Egypt.
Okay.
And she would like perform multiple shows a day, and that is kind of where we got bump and grind from.
Love that.
So the whole bump and grind elements of burlesque are inspired by belly dance.
Right.
Which are not a lot of people seem to know that it's very much inspired by that. Obviously it's been maneuvered and taken into its own thing in its own right. In a way, it's like it's those specific movements that you can tell were performers who didn't know how to do belly dancing going, well, I liked when she popped a hip, so I'm going to pop my hip, and create.
I can do that.
Yeah, I can do it.
I can't.
They're just in the mirror at home, like
body popping and locking and all. You just look.
How does she do that thing with her belly? Don't know why I went like transatlantic accent. Oh my god. But yeah, so a lot of burlesque is inspired by like things like belly dancing and other like cultural dances of the
just bring it all
history
in
that
different ways.
People were like, I'm gonna do that
in my way,
in my own way.
So basically everything's just cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Basically what we're saying.
Yeah, sadly
in different ways.
So
influence and inspiration.
Yeah, or just ripping off.
Again, you said it, not me.
So but then obviously it's evolved, and now we think of bump and grind as a separate thing, although it is something that was very much inspired by
belly dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So basically it's just anything that makes you feel good, and it's just like a little bit different.
Basically, if there was anything in the earliest 20th century that burlesque dancers saw and went, that girl's making a lot of money, I'm gonna do it. That. So
why are we always from New Jersey?
I can only do limited accents. I can do I'll do Australian if you want.
Because you lived there for a while.
I do. I've got a cracking Australian accent, actually. I'll have you know. So
do you ever just do that and people assume that we're from Australia?
Because I used to do an impression of an Australian guy in one of my stand-up sets. You can probably find on YouTube. And I did that one night where there were some Australians in the audience, and afterwards I was like, how was my impression? How offended are you?
Yeah, that's the phrase, how offended are you?
Yeah, they're like, oh no, it was pretty spot on. Well, they're spot on that, Sheila.
You got called Sheila.
No, they didn't. But yeah, so I'm like, I will do my limited accents, but I'm not going to try anything too, advanced.
I could sit and talk to you for ages, and I'm sure you'd lovingly tell me all the history. But I gotta go do my shopping.
Okay.
I need to leave. Like your pooch is all get the hell out. Stop telling me these things I've heard multiple times.
No, the dog's like, now I'm comfy.
Yeah, don't move.
Yeah, I was like, pet me. Look, he's begging for belly rubs.
It's because all the talk about belly dancing.
John hates dogs. Pass it on.
John's got his own dog. Thank you very much. If people want to find out more about you, where can they find you online?
So online, I mean, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, all the usual. It's all on Millie_dollar.
Yep.
I can be quite hard to find because I'm always shadow banned. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Because of the...
TikTok and Instagram hate me. But other than that, like I always post where I'm doing shows, where I'll be performing next. And you know, I've got short stories possibly coming. I've got workshops coming. I've got shows coming.
Basically,
I'm busy.
ain't stopping.
I ain't stopping.
Ain't stopping.
No, like until I don't know what I have no retirement plan.
Until you physically can't.
Yes,
which hopefully will be for a very long
one
time.
day I hope to live in a house full of golden girls of the burlesque era.
Well, to be fair, we mentioned her before. Like if anything like Nana Funk,
Yeah,
like she's learning to do a handstand on a commode. So
I've seen the videos.
yeah, same. So maybe take a leaf out when you get to that point.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I did say, I can't remember who was I talking to about it. I was talking to another performer because we're like, oh my god, can you believe we've been doing this for 20 years? And how we're just not going to stop. We're just like, no, we've got no plans to stop. So I'm like, right, I'm going to get my walker, start rhinestoning it now when I need it on stage in future.
And then you quite, I've been doing this for 10, 20 years, ready for the time that I needed it.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll need it when I'm 50, apparently. So.
Oh, shut up. On that note, I'm going to get out your house before you kick me out.
That's what he said. In my own home.
Thank you for inviting me into your home. Thank you for putting up with the pooch, who's, again, just out for the count now. Bless his little heart.
He is a little darling. I mean, he's been backstage with me a few times.
Really?
Yeah, so I had a little joke about how he'd always be in the arms of a musician every time I looked, just like me in 2008. No. If my partner watches this, who is a musician as well, actually, I'm sorry.
That's nearly 20 years ago, babe. And on that note, catch us next time. Thank you, Millie. I really enjoyed this. Before she beats me up.
You're very welcome. You have given me a weapon. It's like quite soft, but it'll do.
It'll still hurt, I'm sure. You've been listening to Proudly Said. Now, if it meant something to you, why not pass it on? If it didn't, maybe it will one day. Either way, stay kind, stay loud, and stay proud.